Hello, and welcome to my showcase for emerging technologies. Today we'll be going over the IoT, AR versus VR, and AI. The Internet of Things, or IoT, is the connection of devices through use of different sensors and a network connection to collect, store, and share information. IoT has come to a point of development that everyday items are being integrated with this technology to help enhance their function and provide more compatibility with human usage. What is IoT used for? The Internet of Things are used to improve otherwise basic items to help relay information through the Internet. This then can report back data that is useful to the person that's using said item. Sensors can be embedded within objects such as cars, televisions, and mobile devices to help bridge the gap between humans and technology. Where can you find IoTs? IoTs have become so relevant in today's society that they can be found just about everywhere. You can find them in your cell phones, through using GPS tracking, light sensing for brightness adjustments. You can find it in vehicles, monitoring your tire pressure, your level of gasoline, or even in agriculture. Moisture sensors able to determine the moisture content in soil to help conserve water. Some of the potentials that come with using IoTs is the potential to expand into the economy, being able to track monetary resources to predict trends and changes in the market. At home, IoT has already started to dominate the market. Smartphones, lights, thermostats, and other appliances gives a lot more control over these everyday items. The transportation market can benefit from these types of enhancements by collecting data to help assist in monitoring traffic patterns or creating more efficient roadways. IoTs, however, come with a list of complications. Some include the loss of power or internet failures. Losing either of these would essentially render these sensors inoperable. Manufacturer faultings. If the sensor integration just fails by mechanical usage, you will then have to replace said sensor or replace the item altogether. The inaccuracy of information collected could also pose an issue with IoTs. If the sensors are relaying improper information, all data that's gathered could be false. Moving on to augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality is an emerging technology that relies on a digital overlay that appears on top of the real world. Virtual reality is the created simulated space that a user can interact with no overlay onto reality, so the user is embedded inside the virtual space itself. Using AR and VR. Using augmented reality gives the ability to overlay a digital template on your existing world. Having the ability to increase one's perspective on a situation provides a general upside for using this technology. Virtual reality takes advantage of the virtual environment that is created. It can establish its own rules and limitations directly relating to the user itself. This can be used to create a fantasy world, or to take a person to a faraway place that they would have no repercussions upon visiting. Where can you find AR and VR? AR can be found in many different applications. Educationally, you can find AR in the development of 3D models that students can use to visually see problems as well as their solutions. Gaming, being a little more relevant for AR, allows the blending of digital figurines that can be used in the real world. Surgical applications in the healthcare field can approach medicine in a 3D representation that can be used to overlay important medical information about a patient without the need of looking at paper or a computer. Virtual reality can be found in the entertainment options, such as video games or movies. Using a device such as the Oculus or Apple Vision gives the user the ability to perform tasks in their current environment while existing entirely inside of a virtual space. The potentials for AR and VR are vast. Being able to overlay important medical information for doctors when they're seeing patients can help eliminate paper waste, as well as increase their overall productivity. In the entertainment department, video games have begun to blossom with the implementation of these technologies. In an augmented environment, video games have taken a ride of people being able to see their characters in real life, being able to visit fantasy worlds that they've read about in books, as well as being a part of movies that they might have enjoyed as children. However, AR and VR does come with a handful of complications. Using these technologies could essentially have a person be lost in a sense of fantasy. By being lost in a digital space, detaching themselves from reality, their perspective on responsibilities could get skewed. Maintaining proper energy consumptions for these products are also very dependent on the level in which they are created. To amass major virtual environments, the energy consumption rate is very high. So being able to produce products that still immerse a person into a fantasy world or overlay onto the real world must be done so with the thought of energy consumption in mind. And lastly, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the creation of machines using a complex web of coding to help create an intelligence network that can mimic human-based processes. Giving the AI the ability to gather compiled data and recognize patterns can be used as an accelerated rate that can surpass that of the human mind or body. What is AI used for? Artificial intelligence has many applications that can be used across the board. From given technology such as Siri on Apple devices, or Alexa, the smart assistant that's attached to Amazon devices. AI offers a strategic advantage in terms of economic applications or even military presence, being able to develop scenarios and plans based on all previous given information, as well as the data gathered on a particular subject. So where can you find AI? In your home, many smart devices are combined with virtual assistants. This AI, such as Alexa, Amazon's assistant, can be connected to other smart devices in your household, such as smart lights, thermostats, and other appliances. Having this sense of control gives the ability for the AI to learn your routines, as well as answer basic questions that you might pose to it through verbal communications. In the environment, AI is used in medicine to help break down viral and bacterial strains to help better understand their genetic makeup. This allows researchers to develop vaccines that are much more efficient as well as cost-worthy. On a cultural level, AI can be used as a real-time translator, helping to bridge the gap between multiple cultures, allowing people to become more immersed in their own cultures as well as others. AI's potential. The potential for AI is factually limitless. Creating a technology that is perpetually learning, as well as having the complexities of a neural web-based programming, gives it the leg up against many human-based competitors. In healthcare, AI has the capacity to not only understand patterns and trends, but by gathering information, conclusions about treatment options, as well as disease progressional data, can be compiled together at an elevated pace, increasing the overall health standing of individuals, humans, animals, and plants alike. Problems within AI. Some more direct issues that come down to AI is the security of the programming itself. If you were to take in terms a military-based AI, one that gathers information about the enemy, learns from any and all sources given to it, and applies them to current strategic methods to help determine the overall effectiveness and capability of both sides. If this information was to become compromised, both sides, using and not using the AI, could face catastrophic repercussions. Ethically, when it comes to AI, it can be thought that how much power should these AI technologies have over humanity? Should we allow it to run more rampant and be self-sufficient? Or should we hold it back to help human control reign supreme? Finding the line between the two is something of a debate that can be expected to follow this technology for as long as it's relevant in this world. Well, thank you for joining me in my showcase for emerging technologies. I hope you learned a little bit of something about artificial intelligence, virtual and augmented reality, and even the Internet of Things.